I would love to say I could think of something witty to say today, just like for the beginning intro part, but honestly my brain is mush, so let's just get into it. Hello everybody and welcome back to IMVU Tips and Tricks. Today we are getting into Badges Part 2 of the 3-part series. Now, just a heads up, we're going to be going into kind of like the nitty-gritty details regarding purchasing badges, trading badges. We're going to almost sort of get into the creating aspect of badges, but not necessarily like the full-fledged pixel by pixel creation. Alrighty guys, so the first thing I want to get into is something I didn't actually scratch the surface of, let alone talk about in part 1 of this 3-part series, and that is IMVU's rules regarding badges. Now, if you ever intend on becoming a badge creator, you're obviously going to have to follow a certain set number of rules and adhere to IMVU's terms of service as well as their virtual goods policy. Now, with IMVU's virtual goods policy, they do have a statement giving off what they allow with their products and what they disallow. So when you guys are creating a badge, you're going to want to find your way over to the badge website, or I suppose the IMVU website, and to the badges page. Now, it's pretty simple to find. All you're going to want to do is search up in Google IMVU badges. It should be the first link there, and it will take you directly to the badges page. This is the secondary step in the badges page, however, this is after you click on create a badge. Now, I did just want to highlight this for a moment for you guys here, the acceptable badge content on IMVU, and I'm really hoping you can't hear that motorcycle in the background. Sorry if you can. Anyway, so the acceptable badge content here states, and I shall read this to you just so you know what's going on. If you are making animated badges, images should not flash more than 3 times in any 1 second period, as IMVU strives to create an enjoyable place for all of our users, and badges that animate too fast should not cause a negative experience for others, aka epilepsy. Please refer to the photosensitive epilepsy PSE guidelines in our TOS and VGRP for further details. Now, the VGRP is the virtual goods policy page, and you can find the link actually right here. It will take you to the page and you can read all about IMVU's virtual goods policy. So you're always going to want to stay in GA for badges. You can't go into the UFI right here, seeing as this just blatantly breaks IMVU's TOS as well as the VGA policy, and you don't want your account to get banned or anything just for the need to have like a flashing dick or something as a badge. So the next thing that I want to get into here is the groups that you can join in order to gain certain badges or even sell your own badges. A couple of the groups that I prefer are listed in my current groups, and just a heads up, I am currently logged in on the website on my main account, so this doesn't reflect the groups I'm currently a part of as Vanilla Tips. This is with Practitioner. So for the main, for the badge groups that I prefer here, obviously I do prefer the badge fetish group. That is one of my personal favorites, and I did mention that in the previous video, though a couple additional groups that I also really enjoy are badge hunting, darkness creations, and saucy style. So saucy style doesn't have a lot of badges in there, it's more so DPs and display pictures, but there are a couple badge sellers in there, seeing as it is an all-around art group. Now, seeing as I have yet to create my IMVU badges, my IMVU group video. Yeah, that's the one I'm going for. Seeing as I have yet to create my IMVU group video, I'm going to give you guys a quick rundown of what you're going to find when you enter a specific group. So, if you're not already a part of a group, right here you're going to see this little button that says join group. Of course mine says leave group because I'm already a part of it, but if you have yet to join the group, it'll say join group. Generally, you have to join a group before you can see any of the message boards, topics, or posts from other players. And by other players, I mean other people. I'm, for some reason, in game mode right now. Don't really know why. Regardless, when you get to a specific IMVU group page, so we're going to use Badge Fetish as an example for this video, you'll find at the top a little description, a tagline, all that jazz. Scroll down the soapbox, which is kind of just like a highlight box, the members of the group, as well as some announcements from people. But this isn't the group's video, so I'm just going to get into what I want to get into here. On your hunt for badges, you're going to find a lot of different terminology used. A couple of those terminologies are retired badges, tradable badges, PYP, free, non-requestable, and exclusives. So there are different things that correlate with all of those words. I suppose to start out, I'll show you kind of what a little badge post looks like. If you go down to the discussion board in any badge group you have joined, we're just going to use the first one that I see here, and that is the Dragon's Daughter Game of Thrones by Avatar Quinzel. So if you click on it, it will bring up a post here. Quinzel has posted her badge with a canvas on the background, and don't worry, I will get into canvases and everything of the sort in the third video, but basically it's showcasing the badge. It shows the minimum donation, who made the badge, the cost to make the badge, and then after it's made, it's going to be an exclusive badge, which again is one of those terminologies that we will get into. So when you see these in a group, you're going to most likely see a lot of kind of like rules down here, certain specifics that the artist or the seller themselves has posted. So a quick rundown of what each term means so that when you're looking at something like this, a post by a creator, you're not going to be confused as shit. Retired badges are badges that are no longer for sale and will never be available again due to either the person who has created the badge retiring the badge itself, or the person who created the badge retiring themselves. Now, I know that might sound a little confusing, but basically TLDR, either the badge is going away forever because it was only meant for a specific amount of people, or the person is leaving forever because they don't want to be on IMVU anymore. Tradable badges are something where an artist will create a specific badge, have it made, and then they will offer to trade it with other artists for specific badges that they want. So if an artist finds your badge art appropriate and to their liking, they might offer to trade you one of their badge arts, if of course you also prefer that art yourself. PYP is a general term that you're going to find either on IMVU's websites, GAZ, or actually PYP is something you'll find everywhere. Basically what PYP stands for is pick your price. So you can offer a specific price for somebody's art, badge art, graphics work, something like that. But in this case for badges, PYP just means you're allowed to pick your price in terms of purchasing a badge or badge art. Free, kind of obvious, we did go over this in excruciating detail last time. Free is just, you can have the badge for free. It is most likely auto grant on the person's profile. If it is not auto grant, you're just going to have to message that person and ask for them to grant the badge to you, because with badges you can either put an auto grant button on your homepage, or you can make the personal decision to leave it off your homepage and have people message you in order to get the badge that they want. Non-requestable badges are just things that you are no longer allowed to request. They've been given out to specific people and they're only meant for a certain amount of users who may have jumped on the bandwagon a little earlier than you. So with non-requestable, it just means that requesting it is pointless because you're not going to get it, so it's really kind of just a bother of your own time to try and request it, as the creator themselves has made it apparent that they are not looking to give away this badge anymore. Exclusive badges are badges that are specifically made and commissioned to be rare in the IMVU community. So for example, if you had a badge and you wanted to make it exclusive, what that means is you're only looking to give it out to a certain amount of people, or it's specifically made for an event, or it could even just be something that the creator and artist want to be very rarely seen on profiles of IMVU users. So when you make a badge exclusive, or when you see an exclusive badge in the making, you're going to want to jump on that as fast as possible if you like it, because sometimes artists will specifically allow random people to grab these exclusive badges they're making, but it will soon, like very soon, be retired almost immediately after you have made a badge exclusive. So just for a specific example of exclusive, tradable, buyable, etc. types of badges, we're gonna come on back to the bling directory here. So previous video on Tuesday, when I showed you guys you could go to the requestable badges right here, in the drop down bar. Today I'm going to show you kind of what you can find on the trade and buy ones right here. So for example, if you notice right away, a lot of these badges are actually a lot nicer than the requestable badges because people have put a lot of effort into making these. So with tradable and buyable badges, there will be options here. You can buy the badges in the creator's IMVU store, or you can buy them with support stickers. Now, support stickers are just small little images that creators have turned into stickers, which can be placed on your IMVU profile if you do desire, but basically they are just animated, or sometimes not even animated, images that are jacked up in price, which equal the same amount as a direct transfer amount. So rather than sending somebody credits directly, you just buy their support sticker and you have the badge. With trading, you can send somebody a message and just ask them if they're interested in trading for your badge, for their badge, kind of thing like that. That's more of a person-to-person detail and not something that is generally reviewed, I suppose, in any educational IMVU video, because it's a person-to-person thing. Trading is very, it really all depends on your specific opinion on somebody's badges and vice versa. Now, I know we already did go over this in the first part 1 of the badges video. However, I just want to reiterate it for you guys, seeing as it was kind of a little short-lived and I want to explain it a little bit better. When you guys are editing your badge canvas here, as I said, the 10 squares right here on the side, or the far left-hand side of your badge canvas, are reserved for very specific badges that you're only going to want to put there if, of course, you want them to be viewed directly beside your display picture. When you put badges in here, just make sure that you're making them nice, but of course you can definitely match them up or even void that whole option entirely. Just as part 1 when I did explain the badge canvas, I just want to go into a little more detail. To find the badge canvas, you're going to want to go to the upgrade section at the top of the IMVU website, down to the very bottom to badge canvas. Obviously it's going to give you the option to buy a badge canvas now. It will take you to the purchasing page. It'll check off badge canvas, and like I said the other day, it's basically just a separate canvas that you can use to display different badges if, of course, you wanted to have 2 full canvases, though I personally think it's just kind of a waste of money. It's completely up to you. So that is the end to the diving in section, part 2 of the 3-part badges series. I hope it was informative and I hope I explained everything to you guys that you needed to know. If of course I forgot to go over something, or if you have any further questions, don't hesitate to ask below in the comments section, or even shoot me a question over on Ask FM, Twitter, or Facebook, as I do check those often to make sure I'm not missing any questions or anything. Remember guys, I am constantly in my chat rooms, which can be found by searching up Vanilla Tips in the chat room search bar. I'm generally in there most every day, just kind of hanging with fans and friends. So if you guys want to come say hi, I highly encourage you to do so. Also, if you guys want to keep up to date on when I post new videos, make sure to like me on Facebook, follow me on Twitter, and click that little notification bell down below in order to get notifications on YouTube of when I post new videos. But aside from that, I hope you guys enjoyed the video, and I will see you all in the next one. Bye!